There are many core traditional areas of supply chain and operations performance, such as output, costs, inventory, customer satisfaction, and resilience. But they certainly are not the only ones. There are many other aspects of performance that form part of the overall picture. Some of these are more important in certain industries, and each will have their own performance metrics associated with them. Safety, for example, is primarily about employee satisfaction and well-being. But also, neglecting safety magnifies the risk of huge compensation and legal costs. It might be measured in terms of accidents per employee per year, or even just near misses. Compliance, not the most exciting, but important, especially for companies operating in strictly regulated industries. Sometimes compliance is externally audited and uses metrics such as the number and severity of regulatory violations or near misses. A lack of compliance translates to the very large risk of an accident or a lawsuit, a very major cost. Sustainability performance is all about reducing the social costs of a business's operations. Pollution, noise, emissions. Improving sustainability performance is easily aligned when it means reducing standard costs, such as energy use. It only really has separate significance regarding the reduction of social costs that are not in the short-term financial interest of the firm. In these cases, improving sustainability performance typically means increasing costs and investments, such as through investing in cleaner technology and extra processes. Tracking absolute and relative performance of energy use, waste produced, and total carbon footprint is a great start. Other performance areas include innovation and improvement. These rarely make it onto the daily priorities and performance figures, but the insights for improvement opportunities will always come from those who are doing the doing in supply chain and operations, and so it needs to be part of their consciousness. Successful innovation and improvement should, of course, show up in the core metrics, such as increased output, higher customer satisfaction, less inventory, or reduced costs. If they don't, then what has been improved? Everyone likes the sound of growth. Senior management seem obsessed with it. New sites acquired, new products, new markets, bigger market share. Great for the ego. But for the doers in supply chain and operations, growth has to be seen in the context of one of those other core performance areas. Does it generate extra output? How is the extra output relative to the extra inventory and investment required and the operational costs to sustain it? Growth is also very painful in the short term on cash flow due to the initial hit of extra money that has to be invested into the system to grow. If you'd like to know the fundamentals of operations management, check out my free mini course, The Forgotten Fundamentals of Operations Management. The link is below. Pop in your email and I will give you instant access.